Hello kids. Today's story is The Donkey and the Cat. In a small village surrounded by rolling hills, there lived a donkey named Bruno. He was old, his back bowed from years of carrying heavy loads. The villagers rarely noticed him anymore. Once, he had been strong and useful, but now he was just an aging animal left to wander the dusty roads, forgotten. One autumn evening, as Bruno stood beneath an old fig tree, he heard a soft rustling in the nearby bushes. Out emerged a small, thin cat with fur as black as the night. She had piercing green eyes and moved with the grace of a shadow. Bruno twitched his long ears. "Who are you?" The cat sat down, curling her tail around herself. "I don't have a name," she replied. "I used to have a home, but not anymore." Bruno understood loneliness all too well. "Then stay here," he said simply. The cat was wary. She had learned that kindness often came with conditions. But Bruno asked for nothing. He simply stood beside her, offering his silent company. Days passed, and the cat, whom Bruno started calling Luna, followed him wherever he went. She would ride on his broad back as he wandered the village, leaping off gracefully whenever he stopped. One evening, as Bruno rested by the river, Luna curled up beside him. "Why do the villagers ignore you?" she asked. Bruno sighed, gazing at his reflection in the water. "I was useful once. I carried their loads, pulled their carts. But I am old now, and they have no use for me." Luna flicked her tail. "That's foolish," she said. "You are still strong in many ways." Bruno chuckled. "And you, little one? Why are you alone?" Luna hesitated. "I had a home. A warm place by the fire, a family that fed me. But one day, they left, and they didn't take me with them." Bruno's heart ached. He nudged her gently with his nose. "Then you have a home with me now." From that moment, they were inseparable. When the villagers saw them, they would laugh, an old donkey and a stray cat, wandering together like a pair of misfits. But Bruno and Luna didn't care. They had found something greater than usefulness or comfort. They had found each other. One cold winter night, a storm raged through the village. The wind howled, the rain poured, and the villagers locked their doors tightly. Bruno and Luna found shelter under an abandoned stable, but Bruno was shivering from the cold. His old bones couldn't bear the chill. Luna curled up against his side, pressing her tiny body into him. She purred as loudly as she could, trying to share whatever warmth she had. "Stay awake, Bruno," she whispered. Bruno smiled, despite the cold. "I'm not going anywhere, little one." Morning came, and the storm had passed. The villagers found them together, the old donkey and the little cat, huddled in the straw. Something about the sight softened their hearts. The baker brought warm bread, the farmer brought fresh hay, and the children, who had never paid Bruno any attention before, ran up to pet Luna and feed her scraps. For the first time in years, Bruno and Luna were seen. From then on, the villagers made sure they were never hungry or cold again. But even if they hadn't, Bruno and Luna would have been just fine. Because they had already found what mattered most, a friendship that made them whole. For more fun stories, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next time, kids.